Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to show you how I made the bass line on my track Love is the Way. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about layering. So I take a sub layer and a mid layer and I pair them together on two different tracks. I do this because it gives me more control over each of them and I can kind of blend them together as I see fit. So in a real life example here, I have two instances of Serum and each of them together, they sound like this. Normally you'd be like, oh, that's just how a bass line sounds in a house music track. Normally, because you don't really hear the sub, you hear the mid layer because we're listening from pill speakers, the Beats pills or iPhone speakers or whatever it might be, and you're not always listening on a big speaker setup with an actual sub. So it's good to cover both ranges because they serve different purposes. They hit two different parts of the frequency spectrum, so it's good to cover the whole range. The second tip is saturation. I have Decapitator by Soundtoys, which is a Chef's Kiss plugin, Jesus Chef's Kiss plugin at that. It is awesome. It takes a sound that may be a little dull, it just needs to pop a little bit more, and boom, and play around with the presets. It's a great plugin. Before any saturation, the mid bass sounds cool. It sounds like this. But when you add it back on, you'll see how it just makes it pop. It sounds like it has so much more life in it, It gives it that flavor, that color that you need to really make your bass line pop in a song. And I probably saved the most important for last, but the last is EQ, because you're taking two layers that kind of fall within the same frequency, so you need to make sure you clean it up and that they don't clash. As you can see on the sub layer, I have everything above 200 hertz cut off. You don't need it, so it just sounds like this. Might even be hard to hear. Now you can see on that mid bass, I put a low cut where it would clash. I have it a little bit under 200 because a little overlap is okay, but the main deal is that sub. You do not want that to overlap. And now in the context of the whole song, that bass line sounds like this.
Love is the message. Love is the message.